From the outset, the Iranian regime's objective has been to obtain a nuclear bomb, as the other speakers referred to. Peaceful nuclear energy has never been the objective of Iranian regime. In the 1980s, the Iranian regime was looking to acquire nuclear knowledge from Abdulqadrkhon, as Ambassador Joseph said. First of all, allow me to share with you a document has been obtained by the Iranian resistance sources inside of the Iranian regime. This is a secret study by Iranian regime's parliament in 2004. The secret report, a copy of which I have here with me, shows that even the Iranian regime's loyal parliament learned of Natanz and Arak sites, the two very important sites for enriching uranium and for heavy water. The Iranian regime parliament learned about these two sites only after their disclosure by the Iranian resistance. This report very explicitly says very important points, including these 2 points. First, according to this report, the budget of Natanz and Arak are secret budget, and Iranian regime's parliament was not aware about the budget of these two sites. And after revelation of these two sites, they understood that there is such sites and allocated a lot of money to these two sites coming directly from the office of Supreme Leader. Second point, this report is saying that nuclear energy is not cost effective for Iran because it costs 3 times more than energy produced by the fossil fuels. This document is a very strong indicator of the fact that the Iranian nuclear program could not have a peaceful nature that the Iranian regime keeps claiming. Rather, its objective and purpose is military and illicit. We have translated some part of this document, and it is available for you. Second point, according to the recent intelligence that the Iranian resistance has ascertained from its network inside Iran, in particular from inside the regime, none of the organizations and entities that have been engaged in weaponization and military aspect of the Iranian nuclear program has slowed down or stopped its functions. We have established that even last year's Geneva interim deal has not stopped or slowed down the weaponization project. Our information shows that the Iranian regime is currently working on all projects aimed at attaining the necessary elements for nuclear bomb, such as adequate enriched uranium, the nuclear warhead, launchers to carry the warhead, and nuclear detonators. The third point, which is absolutely important in these days, the decision maker on the negotiations is none other than the Supreme Leader Khamenei. Another part of our intelligence shows that Khamenei has drawn red lines for negotiations. According to what we have ascertained from inside the regime's officials have 2 scenarios with them in the negotiations. First, the maximum. In the best scenario, regime is to sign the final accord by extracting concessions that would leave open the path to the bomb. This is maximum for Iranian regime. Second option, or second scenario, in the least acceptable scenario, regime is to postpone the accord, buy time, and continue to the negotiation, and at the same time completing the nuclear projects to obtain bomb. Let there be no ambiguity. The nuclear bomb is an essential aspect of the clerical regime's strategy for survival, and it will it will not abandon nuclear bomb project unless it is left with no option. I would like to reiterate that the warning by Mrs. Maryam Rajavi, the President-elect of Iranian resistance, Mrs. Rajavi's warning about the dangers of a fundamentalist regime armed with the nuclear bomb stresses that any accord that fails to include the following three essential elements would leave the path to the nuclear bomb open for the Iranian regime. These three elements are the following. First, the complete implementation of the Security Council resolutions. The complete implementation of the Security Council resolution. Second, complete halt enrichment, complete halt in uranium enrichment. And the third, the acceptance of the additional protocol and snap inspections. Allow me to conclude by saying any concessions to the mullahs, to the Iranian regime in whatever area distances the Iranian regime from abandoning the nuclear weapons project. Thank you very much.